irrelevant. Got a new light and I'm really not happy with where I keep putting it. So I think if I stay far away from it, I don't look like I'm sort of half dead. As soon as I get any closer, I mean, I look even more tired than I actually am. So I'm going to try and stay over here. Maybe I need to play with it more during the week. Anyway, I hope wherever you are not too cold. It's turned, doesn't it? Hence why look like I am wearing my pajamas. But you know what? I'm warm, so I don't care. So with that note in mind, if you want to grab a blanket, if you haven't got one already, unless you're burning money and your house is lovely and warm, I highly suggest you have a blankie handy, even if it's just for like the sitting bits at the beginning and the lying down bit at the end. Get yourself nice and cozy. If you've got any of these and any blocks, you might want to have them for tonight's practice. If you don't have them, as ever, really doesn't matter. We'll manage without them. But if you've got them handy, or if you want something to ask Santa for, grab some yoga blocks. So tonight we are going to continue with something that we started last week. And if you weren't here for it or you haven't had a chance to catch up, that's fine. But we're going to carry on focusing on getting that connection to our breath and working with what is called an ujjayi breath, which is basically a breathing practice, a way of breathing associated with lots of different schools of yoga. Perhaps particularly more Ashtanga, if anyone's done that, but it's basically creating an audible breath that you can hear. Some might say it makes you sound a little bit like Darth Vader. If you're of a more spiritual bent, you might say it's like the wind rustling the trees, or waves crashing on a floor. I'm much more of the Darth Vader frame of mind, but we are going to carry on working with that, and then we're just going to do a really nice, hopefully all-round bendy practice, which will, so hopefully we'll get to kind of everything through the practice, but we're going to keep coming back to the breath, because for many reasons when we're on the mat, I say it a lot, the breath is there to connect you to what's going on in your body. It's there to help you negotiate with the body. It's there to help you know if you are pushing too hard. It's your kind of benchmark a lot of the time, perhaps more to a more sensitive extent than just your physical feelings are. So when we are in our practice, obviously we want to make sure we are connected to that breath. When we're off the mat, connecting to breath is the most powerful way of dropping yourself into this moment, of buying yourself some time if you feel like you're going to react rather than respond. There's a reason why people say take a deep breath, quite often quite patronizingly. But if we can, on our mat, build the practice of being able to keep connected to the breath when stuff is a little bit challenging, so perhaps when our heart rate has gone up, or when we're doing some not hard but challenging poses, if we can build that ability when we're on the mat, we can take that off the mat. So when stuff starts getting a little challenging in life, we know how to drop into the breath. We know how to connect with the breath. We've kind of done this sort of like a dress rehearsal for all those interesting moments, particularly at this time of the year, when we are challenged for whatever reason. So we're going to do another little practice of finding the ujjayi breath. And just as a reminder, when we are going through all of these, the vinyasa, the moving bits, and I say inhale, do this, exhale, do that, as much as possible, try and follow those breath suggestions. However, If you feel like you need to put an extra breath in, please do. So if you just kind of get a bit stuck on something and you need to put in more breaths, that is always a good idea. The aim is to keep the breath constant and balanced. So if for you, that means adding in some more breaths, totally fine. As a rule, we tend to go up and extend and get wider on an inhale, and we normally go forward or down or close in, as it were, on an exhale. The inhales generally take us that way, exhales generally take us that way. That's the kind of rhythm we're looking for. But like I say, if you need to put in extra breaths at any point, totally fine, it will all come. As you get more used to doing these breath focused practices, you'll find your breath capacity gets longer and more expansive. And if at any point doing the Ujjayi breath feels uncomfortable, if it kind of stresses the system or just makes you feel a little bit weird or lightheaded or whatever, just go back to doing your normal breath, come back to the Ujjayi, have another play with it. You know, this isn't some kind of sort of looking for like extreme sport. Yeah, I'd quite like you all to remain conscious at all times, which I appreciate is a fairly low benchmark. If you could remain conscious at all times, that would be splendid. Let us start. So you can either be sitting up for this, or you can lie down, whatever feels best for your body right here and now. Like I said before, if you want to get cozy with a blankie, that is also highly recommended. And we're just, before we kind of properly settle in, we're just going to reaffirm that connection to the Ujjayi breath. So the good news is you can already do the Ujjayi breath because you can whisper. So if you whisper, so whisper something to yourself now, you can feel how that changes. Or you can't hear me. You can feel how that changes what's going on at the back of your throat. And it's a slight restriction if you think about it, really. And effectively, that is what the Ujjayi breath is. It's like a whispering breath. So we're going to quickly find that feeling at the back of the throat, and then do our kind of our settling, our arriving, and then we'll try and bring the Ujjayi breath into our practices as we move. So I want you to hold up an imaginary mirror. I mean, you don't have to, I can't see, but I want you to hold up an imaginary mirror, and you are going to steam up this imaginary mirror. So if you were going to steam it up, or you can also imagine you're kind of doing a fresh breath test, you're going to go on the mirror. So it's a noise onto your mirror. Now, what I want you to do is do that same noise, but halfway through the close your lips, but continue to make the sound. So hopefully you can hear this. It'll be something like I don't know if you can hear that, but you're making the ha, the quiet then just the lips close, and you'll continue to make that sound a bit like Darth Vader. So do that a few times. Steam your mirror. As this is on an exhale, you're steaming your mirror. Close the lips. You continue to make that sound, and it's kind of coming from the back of the throat. Now, what you want you to do, you're also going to try and do this noise on the inhale as well, which can be a little more challenging. So what I want you to do again is steam your mirror, close your lips to make the noise in the back of your throat, go all the way to the end of the exhale, then keep the lips closed and see if you can replicate that noise on the inhale. You might have to play around with it, and it's a real soft restriction at the back of the throat. So it shouldn't be like if you're snorting or snoring, it's too much. And when you close the lips, it really is just closing the lips. You're not putting any clench in the jaw or in the tongue. You're just kind of sealing the mouth space. So again, have a little practice on a few breaths, just trying to, you can either still carry on starting by steaming the mirror with the closing the lips, continuing the noise with the end of the exhale, then inhaling, trying to find a similar noise. It will change its tone slightly because you're inhaling rather than exhaling. That is your ujjayi breath. And there are many schools of thought as to how loud it should be, as to how powerful and how potent it should be. And I think that kind of depends on you and depends on the kind of practice you want. I think the all breathing in yoga should be at an appropriate level for the thing you are doing at that time. So if you are going to sit, for example, and just use your ujjayi breath as a mindfulness practice, so you could just sit there and do the audible breath so that it gives you something to listen to. If you're doing that, then of course the breath just needs to be as loud enough for you to be able to hear it. That's all you need. At the other end of the scale, if you are in a really strong yoga practice, Ashtanga practice, for example, and you are drawing on all your inner resources to be strong and to flow and to connect, and you're at the peak of your practice, then your ujjayi breath may be more voluminous, and maybe it doesn't necessarily mean louder, but it could be stronger, you know. So you have to be, as with everything, you need to be appropriate with the effort and with the intensity of what you're doing. So for now, work with the ujjayi, find what feels good for you. And like I said, if once we're moving, you get to that point where it just doesn't feel great, go normal breath, come back to the ujjayi as and when. So let the ujjayi breath go for a moment. And if you're sitting up but you want to lie down, go for it. Vice versa, if you're lying down, you feel like you want to sit up. And we will just begin to arrive into our practice. If you want to grab your blankie and put it around your shoulders, what I'm going to, I like doing this. I make what I call my little Meg tent. Never share that with anyone, probably shouldn't have done. Little Meg tent, very pleasing. So get comfortable. If you're lying down, you can have any bolsters under your knees or cushions, whatever you want. If you're sitting up, if you've got tight hips, you might be sitting up on a cushion or on some blocks so that your knees can drop down towards the floor. Whatever position you're in, once you feel like you're comfortable, you can let your eyes gently fall closed. Make any little adjustments to your posture that you need so that you can be comfortable. And then once you're settled, take a big breath in through the nose and sigh out through the mouth. Just let the breath go. Good. Do that at least twice more. Big breath in through the nose, big sigh out through the mouth. With each exhale, see if you can imagine how it might feel to let go of something. You don't need to know consciously what that thing could be. Whatever it is that isn't serving you right now, you're just going to let it go. And then just let the breath settle into its own natural rhythm. and begin to tune in. Begin to feel like you are arriving into this space, into this time. You are allowed and able to push the pause button on everything else. Your mind is going to wander. It's going to go to the stuff that has already happened today. It's going to go to the stuff that's yet to come. But that's fine. That's what minds do. And whenever it wanders, your challenge is to just gently and compassionately and kindly bring it back to the breath, back to this moment, back to the here and now. So begin to notice how you feel as a whole. Notice what your energy levels are like. Notice what kind of mood you're in. And remember, there's no right or wrong way to feel or think or be. Just tune in to whatever is real and here for you in this moment. And then let's notice what's going on in that space between your ears. So take a moment to tune in to your thoughts. And remember that here we are building the practice of positioning ourselves as the interested observer of your thoughts rather than the active participant. So you're going to position yourself as if you were watching traffic trundle back and forth, or clouds floating through the sky, bubbles floating around, whatever vision works for you. You just notice those thoughts coming, but most importantly, you notice them going as well. And you notice that you can position yourself as the observer of them. You do not have to get involved. And it's a valuable reminder that you are not your thoughts because you are the one who is watching them. You're just watching them come, watching them go, watching how transient and changeable they are, noticing that none of them are permanent, and you can take a step towards or away from them, however you feel. And then as you've noticed mind, take a moment to tune in to body. So starting with your awareness up at the top of your head, take a little scan down. Tune into any physical sensations that are there. And just as you did with your thoughts, this is not about stopping or controlling or changing whatever you feel. This is about just tuning in, noticing and allowing. And again, there's no right way to feel. There's no wrong way to feel. And whatever you are feeling, it's all going to change. So then as you've noticed mind, as you've noticed body, begin to notice your breath. Just let the breath settle into its rhythm if it hasn't already done so. And then for a moment or two, practice your ujjayi breath, that audible breath. Remember, it's a soft sound. Right now, it only needs to be loud enough for you to hear. So a couple of rounds of your Ujjayi breath. Trying to find the noise on the inhale and the exhale. And because we're not practicing, we're not moving at the moment, you can take the breath as deep down into your ribs as feels good. So again, once we start to move, doing big, expansive belly breaths is not appropriate for our physical yoga asana practice. But for now, for here, practicing that deep Ujjayi breath, why not? If it feels good, go for it. So your challenge once we start to move is to try and remember to do your Ujjayi breath as often as you can. And just be curious, see if it has an effect on your practice, on your physical feelings, on your ability to perhaps stay in the moment a little longer. But it will come and it will go. So keeping that connection to your breath, either put one hand on your belly, one hand on your breastbone, or hands in a prayer shape and you can let the head bow. And set your intention for your practice. So know how you want to feel as you move through the poses. Know how you want to feel when you step off the mat and go back into your day. Know what you need the practice to do for you here and now. You can listen to your heart, you can listen to your gut. Try and give them a voice rather than just listening to your head. When your intention is set, you can allow it to be fully felt, but remain open-minded to the other positive stuff that may well come along. You can let the hands come down, you can blink your eyes open. If you are on your back, you might want to bring your knees up into the chest, have a little hug in, have a little roll around from side to side. Wherever you are, make your way to your hands and knees. Not going to lie, I kind of wanted to stay in my little tent of blanket, but I won't. Move any cushions out of the way. I'm going to leave my slippers on for a bit, I'm not going to lie. And come onto all fours towards the back of your mat, just so you've got a bit of space to move into. And then when you're ready, just start rolling your way through some cat and cows. So with the inhale, the spine dips down, chest pulls forward, sitting bones point up and back. And then with the exhale, you tuck the chin, you tuck the tailbone, you squeeze the belly button up towards the spine. Inhale, you go the other way. And exhale, you arch up again. You know the score by now. So roll from one to the other. Add in some side to side movement if that feels good. And here, start playing with your Ujjayi breath. Whilst the physical challenge is fairly minimal, now's a good time to start that connection between breath and body. And notice something that I've been trying to notice in my practice is what happens with your feet in these kind of simple poses. And I've been really liking how it feels to just make sure the tops of my feet and the sort of tops of my toes are connected to the floor. It doesn't have to be like a really strong grounding, but it feels good in my body to make sure I have a connection to the tops of the feet down into the earth. Just another way of getting a nice, strong base. And then come to neutral. Then with an inhale, take one arm up and do a little twist towards that lifted arm. And with the exhale, pass that lifted arm underneath and come down onto the back of that shoulder. And then inhale, take it up. Exhale, take it down. Inhale, take it up. Just do 5 or so of these little twists. Oh, and you need to be gentle. And then when you've done your last one, just stay down for a moment. With your right hand or with the hand that's on the floor, you can just roll the chest away from the floor. So you're just trying to get a bit of a stretch across the back of the shoulder that's on the floor. And then bring yourself back up to neutral. And then the other way. Inhale, take the arm up. Exhale, slide that hand palm up underneath and let the ear come to the floor. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, slide it away. And again, just 5 or so breath synchronized movements. Remember, we're only warming up and it is cold, so be kind to yourself. Once you come down for the last one, pause there. Again, the hand that's not reaching away from you, if you push down with that, you can roll the chest away from the floor a little. See if you can find a bit of a stretch through the back of the shoulder of the arm that's reaching out. Then bring yourself back to neutral, hands and knees. Take your bum back towards your heels and find your child's pose. Now soften the belly here. Find the ujjayi breath, that soft, audible breath. And see if you can feel like you're breathing into your lower back. Good. Then inhale, come forwards to half a plank. Exhale, come down. Inhale, tiny cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push back. Exhale, child pose. Inhale, come forwards. Exhale, come down. Inhale, middle cobra. Exhale, come down. Inhale, push back. Exhale, bum to heels. Keep going. Again, finding the connection to each inhale and each exhale. And just feeling how there's that flow of the audible breath. And as you move, just as in this part of the practice, all of the poses kind of flow into the next, see if you can find a similar sensation with the breath, so that the inhale just flows into the exhale, which flows into the inhale. So it's almost like the noise is almost constant, although it has a change in tone. There isn't a pause, there isn't an obvious stop and start to it. Again, this is like the subtleties of it, so some of this will come the more you practice. Next time you get into your child's pose, pause here. Then lift your belly up a little bit, and take your belly button over towards your right thigh, and then come back down into now a sort of a child's pose with a side stretch. And if you creep your left hand away from you on a diagonal, just a little bit more, you'll feel a nice stretch all the way through that left hand side, particularly at the back of the torso. Again, a couple of nice soft ujjayi breaths here. Then bring yourself up a little bit. Walk through center. Go over to the other side. Let the belly button come down towards the left thigh. And again, you're reaching up and away through the right hand. And feeling that nice long line through the torso on the right hand side of the body. Same Ujjayi breath if you can. Good. And then back to center. A breath or two. Everything nice and central. And then when you're ready, come up through your all fours, tuck your toes, find your way into your first downward facing dog. Now the time has come for me to remove my slippers. Obviously, if you feel like you're not quite ready for your first down dog, that's totally fine. Take a few more breaths in child's pose. Do some more cat and cow. Kind of find what you need here and now. Then bend the knees. Bring the feet in towards your hands. Feet about hip width apart. Keep the knees really nice and soft. Hold your elbows and just hang here. And connect to the breath. One of the many benefits of your Ujjayi breath is also that it is said to be warming from the inside out. So there is teachings that the Ujjayi breath warms you from the inside. So actually allowing the body to be a little more flexible, or kind of increasing the capacity to go deeper into the poses. So if you feel a little warmer from doing the Ujjayi breath, well done, that's totally normal. Release the elbows. With an inhale, just roll all the way up to stand. Let the shoulders drop away from your ears. Come towards the front of your mat if you're not quite there already. Feet hip width apart or thereabouts. Ground base of big toe, base of little toe, middle of heels. Activate the legs, little softness in the knees. Lift up through the pelvic floor, lift the chest, drop the shoulders. Turn the palms. Just take an inhale and an exhale. Some half sunny variations. Inhale, reach up. Hold your left wrist and exhale, take a little side stretch to the right. Inhale, straight up. Exhale, hold right wrist, little side bend towards the left. Inhale, reach up through center. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the left knee, left hand down, right arm up with the inhale. Little forward folding twist. Exhale, swap. Inhale, twist the other way. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, push down through feet, come up. Exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, go up, hold a wrist. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, come up, swap wrists. Exhale, side stretch. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, soft knees, fold down. Inhale, find your twist one way. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, find the twist the other way. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. One more like that. Find your Ujjayi breath. Inhale, go up. Exhale to the side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale to the other side. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold down. . Inhale, twist one way. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, twist the other way. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Good, some normal half sunnies. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Excuse me. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Again, inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down. One more, same rhythm. Inhale, go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down. Same thing with your eyes closed. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down. Now stay where you are. Stay still. Keep your eyes closed and imagine that you are doing this. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Good. Open your eyes. Let's go for some low lunges. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, hands down, take your right foot back and come to, I said low lunge, it's sort of a high lunge. Here is a good time to have your blocks if you have them handy, because it gives you just a little more space to be in. Doesn't make it any easier. It's not like wimping out. It just gives you a bit more space to move into. And then again, just as an experiment to connect with your own breath, let the back knee bend and then straighten. And then bend and straighten and bend and straighten. Good. With the breath, find your ujjayi breath. Small movements, still just warming up the body. Can't lie, kind of lost track of how many we might have done. Good. And then stop and then do the same with the front leg. Take it towards straight and rebend. Towards straight and rebend. And again, just get breath and body moving together. Drive from that front foot, base of big toe, base of little toe, middle of heel. And if you can't get the left leg straight, that's totally fine. You can just do little movements, whatever you need. Once you feel like you've done about the same amount on this leg as you did on the other, take both hands back to your downward facing dog. Get the rhythm back of the breath. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale down to the floor. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Your choice, you can give the dog a slow walk on the spot, or you can be still, but connect to that breath. I'm going to be here for about 5 breaths. That's 3, 4, and 5. End of your exhale. Bend the knees, bring both feet in towards your hands. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, rise up all the way. Exhale, hands back down. Same thing, other leg leads. Inhale, take it all the way up. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, left foot back, come to your lunge. And again, your handy blocks, highly recommend them. And again, find the breath. Whatever works for you, connect between letting the knee touch down and lifting back up. And you're literally just letting the back knee kind of kiss the floor. Just touch the floor and then straighten the leg. Slow, mindful movements, warming the body up, but also getting breath and body connected. Good. Once you've done a few on this leg, probably should have been counting again, then we straighten and rebend front leg. Again, ground that front foot. And as much as you can, think of both hips going up and back evenly. So you're not kind of twisting the pelvis. Weight is even in both hands. Again, another good thing about having blocks. It's much easier to keep the weight even in both hands. Again, because you've got more room to do stuff. Good. Again, when you feel like you've done about the same amount, take the right foot back, come to your downward facing dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. End of your exhale, bend the knees, bring both feet in towards the hands. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, soft knees, fold down. Inhale, all the way up and reach. Exhale, arms by your sides. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Lunges again. Exhale, fold down all the way. Inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, hands down, right foot back, right knee down. Ground through the feet. Inhale, reach up and breathe. Exhale, hands down, downward dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, lift up, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, right foot forwards. Exhale, left knee down. That count was wrong. Never mind. Inhale, reach up in your lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forwards. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold down. Inhale all the way up. Exhale, pull the arms down. Again, inhale, reach up. Exhale, fold out and down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, reach up all the way. Exhale, hands down, step back. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, lift up, middle cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Step left foot forwards, right knee down. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, hands down, step forwards. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, fold, come down. Inhale, push down to rise up. Exhale, pull the arms down. Hands to prayer, close your eyes. Imaginary half sunny. Again, breath doesn't know that you're not just doing half sunny. So eyes closed, imagine. Get the breath back under control. Breathe this with me. Inhale, arms up, you grow tall. Exhale, you fold forwards and down. Inhale, half up and lift. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, rise up, hands would touch. Exhale, hands down by your sides. Now really move. Open the eyes. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, fold out and down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, take it out and twist to your right. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Again, exhale, reach out, twist to the right. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, twist open to the right. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down to your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. 5 even, balanced breaths here. Again, breath thinks that you are still doing those rhythmical half sun salutations. 4, 5. On your next inhale. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step forwards, knee down. Inhale, reach up, lift chest. Exhale, step forwards. Inhale, heart lifts, halfway up. Exhale, fold back down. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down by your sides. Don't miss a beat. Inhale, reach up, grow tall. Exhale, fold all the way down. Inhale, up halfway. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, open to the left. Again, inhale, both arms up.
Exhale, twist to the left. Once more. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down, high plank. Down dog. Exhale, forwards, high plank, all the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, down dog, and pause. Again, find that nice rhythm of your breath. Breath thinks you're still just doing half sun salutation. 3, 4, 5. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, step forwards, knee down. Inhale, lift in your lunge. Exhale, hands down, step forwards. Inhale, half lift and lengthen. Exhale, folds you down. Inhale, you rise up. Exhale, arms pull down again. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, folds you down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, right foot back, right knee down. Inhale, reaches up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, reach up. Now, exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. It's going to be harder. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, twist to your left. Inhale, both arms up. Exhale, hands down, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down on your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, downward dog. Inhale, exhale, 1. Inhale, exhale, 2. Keep going. Breath still thinks it's doing half sunnies. Try and find that nice, even rhythm. End of the exhale. Inhale, right leg up. Exhale, step forwards, knee down. Inhale, reach down with the feet. Exhale, step forwards, half lift with the inhale. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, arms down. One more time, other side leads. Inhale, takes you up. Exhale, fold, come down. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, left foot back, left knee down. Inhale, push down to rise up. Exhale, twist to the left. Then now we're going to go the other way. Inhale, reach forwards, reach up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, arms forwards, arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. Inhale, arms forward, arms up. Exhale, twist to your right. One more time. Inhale, arms forwards, arms up. Exhale, step back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down to your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. 5 breaths. Of course, you can rest in your child's pose.
what I really want you to tap into is getting that rhythm of the breath, getting the ujjayi breath. It may feel a little stronger. You don't want to let it run away. You're gently controlling it.
One more breath. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, step forwards, knee down. Inhale, push down to rise up. Exhale, step forwards and fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, all the way down. Inhale, push down to rise up. Exhale, pull the arms down. Hands to prayer, close your eyes. Again, imaginary half sun salutations. Find that rhythm of your breath, but don't actually move your body. Inhale, arms up, grow tall. Exhale, fold down, soften. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, fold down, just pause. Inhale, all the way up, hands touch. Exhale, hands back down to your sides. Good. Eyes open, front of your mat if you're not there. We're actually going to move again. Inhale, push down to rise up. Exhale, soft knees, fold down. Inhale, halfway up, lengthen. Exhale, hands down, both feet back, down dog. Inhale, forwards, high plank. Exhale, down to the floor. Inhale, lift, middle cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, take your right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot forwards, turn and ground your left foot. And inhale, come up to your warrior one. We're going to stay here for a couple of breaths. So right foot is pointing forwards, left foot is about 45 degrees. Let the hips sink down. Get into this pose until you don't want to be in it anymore. But find that breath. Breath still thinks it's doing half a sunny. You can inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. Good, keep going. I'm just going to move away from my wall a little. And take an inhale and exhale. Good. Bring the hands down into a prayer shape. Pivot on the back foot, so you are now on the ball of the back foot. Send the chest forwards. Step the left foot in a little bit and in a little bit until it lifts away from the floor. And you can straighten your right leg and you come to your warrior three. Now, you're wobbling. I know, I will be as well. Again, can you find that connection to your rhythmical breath? Can you feel like the breath is still doing your half sunnies? 2, 1. Bend the knee, gently place the left foot back behind you. Now make sure your feet are on 2 parallel lines. And again, here is a handy place to have a pair of blocks if you've got them, or 2 even stacks of books. They are easy to manage. Your hips are square to the front of the mat. Inhale, lift the heart. Now exhale, fold out over the right leg. Hands can be on blocks or on the floor, on your fingertips. You can have both hands up on your right shin, but make sure that the chest is going forwards. See if you can get a feeling of the right hip going back a little bit in space, left hip coming forwards. And then again, find that feeling of those imaginary half sun salutations. Keep the spine as long as you can. If anything, you're thinking chin towards shin, not nose towards knee. But find where you need to be to feel that extension all the way through the back of the right leg. But again, breath just settles into that nice ujjayi, gentle rhythm with the audible sound. Good. Put a little softness in the right knee. When you're ready, step the right foot back. Arrive in a down dog and just pause. When you're ready, inhale brings you forwards to the high plank. Exhale brings you down. Inhale, lift up, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, left foot up and lengthen. Exhale, step forwards, turn and ground the right heel. Come up to your warrior one on this side. So again, we're going to allow ourselves a couple of extra breaths just to settle into these poses. So I want you to feel like you're getting the practice of the flowy vinyasa-y bits, which is what we're kind of the warming up was, and how breath and movement, the ujjayi breath works there, but also how it can work when we're then in these sort of it's not static poses because you're never static, but when you're holding poses for a little bit longer. So bend the right left knee. Feet are on two parallel lines. Your ribs are turning as far towards the front as they can, grounding down through both feet. When you're ready, inhale, lift both arms up. And again, if you can take the feet a little wider, you can let the hips be heavy, just to the point where you're going to be really glad we're not doing this pose anymore. And let the breath kick in. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Bring the hands into a prayer shape. Stay where you are. Pivot on the back foot. Bend the front knee. Then think of taking the chest forwards. Step the back foot in. Back foot in. So you can't help but go forwards as the back foot lifts up. And you find yourself in your warrior 3. Find the pose, and despite the wobbling, and you keep that breath constant. Breath still thinks. It's doing half sunnies for 3, 4, and 5. Soften the left knee. Step the right foot, let it gently land. Make sure the feet are on two parallel lines. So again, the hips are square towards the front of your mat. Grab your little purple friends if you have some handy. Take an inhale, lift up as much as you ground down, and then exhale, fold out over the left leg. So this is quite, you'll feel, an isolated stretch, mostly on the left hamstring. But you're still feeling that there's equal effort in the back foot as well. So you're grounding back and down through that back leg. Chest is forwards and lifting a little. And again, you're thinking of chin towards shin rather than rounding your back and nose towards knee. Once you're settled, you know what I'm going to say? Fire up the ujjayi breath. Find a rhythm. And if you need a kind of an anchor for that rhythm to sit on, imagine you're doing your half sun salutations. 3, 4, 5. Good. Soften the front knee. Hands to the floor. Step back to your downward facing dog. Take an inhale. Exhale forwards, high plank. All the way down to your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, take the right foot up. Exhale, step it forwards and come up to stand. So your right foot is in front of you. Left foot is turned in about 45 degrees. Feet are about wrist distance. We're going to do our triangle pose. Inhale, arms out, shoulder height. Activate the legs. Exhale, take the right arm out and then down. Again, great place to have a block for your right hand to rest on. It enables you to ground and then pivot through the chest. Left arm goes straight up. You've got a handy wall. Or right hand can be on your shin or on your ankle, on the floor. First two fingers can hook around your big toe. I'm going to go for a block. Find the breath. 3, 4, 5. Good. Bring both hands down to the floor. Step back, downward facing dog. Inhale, take the right foot up. And then exhale, come forwards as if you were going to do a plank, but take the foot out underneath you to the left-hand side. And then slide it away from you and come all the way down. So my right hip is now against the mat. And the top of my left foot is on the floor. And I'm turning my chest towards the floor as much as I can. Keep the right foot active. Keep the back of the left foot pushing down into the floor. And you'll feel quite a strong twist through the rib cage. Either stay up here or come down onto your elbows. And you almost want to get a feeling of kind of like a little bit of a sphinx pose here. So again, there's a lifting up of the chest. You're not rounding and collapsing. And breathing. So again, once you're settled, find that feeling of your half sun salutation. A nice even inhale and exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Good. One way or another, bring yourself back to your downward facing dog. Pause and breathe. Good. Inhale, take your right foot up. Exhale, step the right foot forwards. And again, turn and ground the left heel and come to stand. This time, as we did before, left foot steps over a little. You're going to turn your hips towards the short end of the mat. Again, now is a good time to have a block on the outside of your right foot. Doesn't matter if you don't have one. Revolved triangle pose. We just practiced it on the floor. You're going to kind of make the same shape. Obviously, now you're standing up. Inhale, reach up through the left arm. Exhale, fold out over the right leg. But then bring the left hand down to the right shin, ankle, foot, or block. Push down through the left hand, spin the ribs to the right, and see if you can take your right hand up to the ceiling. You know what I'm going to say? Find the Ujjayi breath. Nice, even breath, as if you were doing those super delightful, easy half sun salutations for 3, 2, and 1. Good. Unwind yourself. Both hands to the floor. Step the right foot back. Down dog. Inhale forwards, high plank. Exhale down to your belly. Inhale, lift, little cobra. Exhale, push back, down dog. Inhale, lift the left foot up. Exhale, step it forwards, and then come to stand. Right foot in 45 degrees, left foot out 90. Heel in line with the arch of the back foot. Inhale, arms out, get broad. Exhale, go out and then down to your triangle pose on this side. Again, hands, left hand can be on the shin, ankle, foot, or block. Ground down through that left hand and see if you can feel like you are spinning the ribs up towards the ceiling. Ground strongly through both feet. And then get that breath. 3, 4, and 5. Good. Exhale, both hands to the floor. Step back, down dog. Inhale, left foot up. Exhale, come forwards as if you're going to do plank, and then shoot that left foot out and underneath you and come down this way. So my left leg is now coming out underneath me. My right foot is turned down towards the floor, and I can feel a strong twist as I turn my torso to look down towards my mat. So again, it may be good for you to stay up here. If you go further into the pose, you may sacrifice your breath. We don't want that today, or we don't want that any day, but particularly not today. Or bring yourself down onto your elbows. Find it almost like a little feeling of Sphinx pose, of pulling the elbows forwards, lifting the chest up. And breathe for 2. 3. 4. And 5. Good. One way or another, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left foot up, take it high. Exhale, step forwards, come up to stand. So your evolved triangle pose on this side. Make sure the feet are in 2 parallel lines. Good time to have a block on the outside of your left foot. Square the hips to the short end of the mat. Inhale, use the inhale to lift and lengthen. Exhale, fold out and then down. Right hand can come to the shin, ankle, foot, or you can come to the inside as well if that's better for your body, or the outside of that left foot. Ground down through the hand, spin the belly button to the left and see if you can lift the left hand. Oh, it's tricky on this side. And spin up. Oh, breathe. Again, I know it's hard. Can you find the magic Ujjayi breath? Still thinks it's doing half sunnies. Good. Exhale. Release. Step back. Down dog. Find your inhale. Exhale, high plank. Take an inhale here. Exhale to your belly. Inhale, little cobra. Exhale, down dog. 5 breaths. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Come down to your knees, cross your shins, and one way or another, come to sit. Wiggle your way towards the front of your mat. Ground both feet on the floor, lift the heart with an inhale. Exhale, slowly roll down onto your back. Straighten the left leg out, bring the right knee up to your chest. Keep active in the left leg, straighten the right leg up towards the ceiling. Hold somewhere around the back of your right leg. Keep the back of both shoulder blades on the floor. Push up through the ball of your right foot so both legs are active. Take an inhale. And then exhale, lift your chest and chin away from the floor. And at the same time, draw that right leg just a little closer to you. Now, you're not just hanging off the leg. There's a lift through the core and the chest and a lift through the leg. You can either keep holding here or hook your first 2 fingers around your big toe and the left hand comes to your left thigh. That's a bit much, just keep holding the leg for one more breath. And then exhale, let the back come down to the floor. Bend your right knee, hold around the front of the right knee with the right hand. Left hand on the left thigh. Take an inhale. Exhale, let the right knee drop out to your right hand side and breathe for 2, 3, 4, and 5. Inhale, bring the right knee back up to center. Bring both knees up. Lift your nose towards your knees, give yourself a hug. Then straighten the right leg out. Take the left leg up in the air. Again, active right leg, active left leg. Take an inhale. And then see if you can lift your chest and chin up towards the shin. As the leg gently draws back to you, you are not bullying yourself into this pose. Ideally, first 2 fingers hook around the left big toe. Really doesn't matter if you can't get it. You're just gently reaching up the leg. And again, where's that pesky breath? Find the ujjayi. 3, 4, 5. At the end of your exhale, let the upper back come down. Bend the left knee, hold the left knee with the left hand. Right hand on the right thigh. Inhale. And exhale, let the left knee drop out to the left hand side. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Inhale, bring the knee back at the center. Bring both knees up to the chest again, hug them in. Have a little roll from side to side, give the back a little massage. Then bring the feet to the floor, keep the knees bent. Let the knees just rest up against each other. Just bring your hands to rest on your belly. And keep your connection with your ujjayi breath. Allow your eyes to be closed. A few more moments of effort, then we're going to let it all go. So as you lie, again, you're not going to move in any way, but I want your breath to do a half sun salutation. Just the breath moving,
not the body. So when you're ready, inhale, arms would go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms down. One more. Inhale, arms would go up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, all the way up. Exhale, arms by your sides. 5 breaths, simple Ujjayi breath. As you reach towards the end of the 5th breath, allow the control to just gently fade until you're back to just breathing normally, however deep or not feels right. And when you're ready, start to settle into your favorite Shavasana shape. Grab some more layers of clothes if you've discarded any during the practice that you want to put back on. Don't forget your blanket. And of course, Shavasana is not about going to sleep. If you do, that's okay. But we do want an element of comfort, at least not being cold, put it that way. I know other yoga teachers would argue against that, but I do not want to be cold in my Shavasana, and I do not want you to be cold either. So grab what you need. And then when you're ready, once you're settled, if you haven't done so already, let the eyes fall closed. Palms turn up towards the sky, feet fall apart. No effort, no trying. Let go of any residual effort with a big inhale in through the nose and a big sigh out through the mouth. On your next exhale, allow your arms and your legs to grow heavy. On your next exhale, allow your hips and your pelvis to sink a little deeper into the mat. On your next exhale, allow your whole body to rest a little heavier on the earth. But at the same time, feel the earth rising up beneath you, supporting you fully so you can completely let go. For the next few moments, allow yourself to rest here in peace, in silence, and I will tell you when it's time to move on. And now just be here, be still, and just breathe. Stay exactly as you are. Notice where your mind may have wandered to and gently bring it back. Once again, notice how you feel. And if there is anything good there, allow it to be fully felt. Allow it to radiate up to the top of your head, down to the tips of your toes, out to your fingertips. When you're ready, take a couple of deeper breaths. Begin to wiggle fingers and toes, and whenever you're ready, make any moves you need to roll to your right hand side. Pause there and then push yourself up. Come to a seated position. Again, you can have your hands in a prayer shape or with one hand on your heart and one hand on your belly. You can let the head bow. Remember the intention you set back at the beginning of our time together. Remember how you wanted to feel and breathe life back into that intention with a big inhale. Let it go with the exhale. And namaste.